I'm going to show you how to create all these awesome badge shapes in Adobe Illustrator. Let's get started. To get started, I'm going to be using the polygon tool. To move to the polygon tool, I'm going to choose the shapes over here with a long click. I'm going to move down to the polygon tool. Now you can draw a polygon like this, but it won't always have 5 sides to it. To make a polygon with 5 sides, you just click on the artboard, and over here in the sides input, you can determine how many sides you want. Usually the default is 6, so we want to change that to 5. I'm going to click OK to accept my change. And this is the shape that's going to be used for our badge shield. The first thing we want to do is to turn it over and flip it 180 degrees. To do that, I'm going to use the selection tool, and while holding one of the corners, while you see a double arrow, just turn that while holding the shift until you see 180 degrees, and then you can release. So right now, as you can see already, we have a sort of shield shape, a badge shield shape. I'm going to duplicate this just so we can see the changes between each revision. And the first change that I'm going to make is that I'm going to take the direct selection tool, and using that I'm going to select these two middle points, and I'm going to start dragging those middle points inside. Now I'm not going to go all the way for the first example, just going to go a little bit inside, and now you can see we have another awesome shield badge shape. I'm going to duplicate this again, and in this example I'm going to take the same points and I'm going to move them all the way up, just so you can see the different versions of this and the different ways you can start playing around with this. A nice adjustment or addition that I like to add is adding a half circle on the top. So let's just duplicate both of these and move them over here to the center. I'm going to move from the polygon tool to the ellipse tool, and now I'm going to add sort of a circle or maybe an ellipse over here on the top. So something like that. You can play around with this, of course. Now I want to center both of these, so I'm going to select both of them, and then in the align tool I'm going to change to horizontal align center. To merge both the shapes, I'm going to use the unite, and now you can see we have another awesome badge shield. I'm going to duplicate this again, and now I'm going to round the top two corners. Let's get a bit closer just so you can see exactly what I'm going to do. Direct selection tool, going to choose this point and this one, and I'm going to play around with that. Look how awesome that is. So this is an even awesomer version of the badge shield that we've created. Another option is to take this, duplicate it, direct selection tool, and I'm going to select the center point here on top, and I can just drag that down a little bit. So now you can see this shape gets even more complicated and even more interesting. Let's do the same thing with this one, with this version. So I'm going to get close. Let's add, this time we can add a circle. When you're adding a circle, just make sure that the upper part is less than half of the circle. That's the important thing. Otherwise you won't be able to make the adjustments that I'm making. Make sure to align both the shield and the circle, merge them together, direct selection tool, choose only the points that you want to play around with, and there you go. How awesome is that? Let's do the same manipulation we did earlier. So I'm going to choose the center point, drag that down, You can even go further down just to get something more interesting. And let's just make one last duplicate of this. And what I want to show you here is that at any time you can reverse some of the selections you've made. So for example, if you want to take this up again, you can do that. Or if you want to squish the shape a little bit, oh, we need to select both the points. So I'm going to select both of them and we can change it that way. So this is a very useful technique for creating badge shield shapes. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button to help this video go viral, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel to see some more awesome tutorials of design hack techniques like just like this one. So see you in the next video, and thank you.